Warning: the video you are about to watch contains scenes of graphic violence. This video was captured on surveillance from a parking lot in Pueblo, Colorado. The individual you see walking across your screen is a 23-year-old homeless man who was accused earlier in the day of assaulting a teacher at a nearby school. The individual who is about to encounter him is Doug Cullison, a volunteer SWAT medic and firearms trainer with the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office, who, according to a Pueblo police report, received a text message from his wife who alleged he assaulted her and contained a photograph of the homeless individual. Also seen are three unidentified males who seemingly know Doug, as they appear at the same time Doug parks his Jeep in the video shown below, and one of them places his bike behind Doug's Jeep before the other two unidentified males walk over to where Doug is as he performs a so-called citizen's arrest. Doug then lifts the man into position while the male in the white t-shirt begins to punch him violently. A black vehicle then appears, rolls down their window, asks if everything's okay and what's going on, and about that time a red Dodge Challenger appears on the scene as well. That Dodge Challenger belongs to Nate Cullison, Doug Cullison's son. He is about to exit the vehicle and get a running start kick to the face on the homeless individual before proceeding to beat the crap out of him. The female in the video is Nate's girlfriend, Krista Gallegos. She sits idly by while Nate beats the ever-living crap out of this homeless individual. Krista would later defend Nate's action, saying, "I mean, if somebody punched my mom in the face, I would beat them up as well. The SWAT volunteer didn't do shit, but tried to detain him and say stop when he was beating him up, so yeah, he did the right thing." Only in the video's original audio, we cannot hear Doug tell any individual to stop beating him up, and in fact, Nate punched him 23 times and kicked him 5 times for a total of 30 seconds. Nate, who by the way is an MMA fighter, though his license is expired, would later take a selfie with the victim. He would then send me a Facebook message later, admitting that this was an act of retaliation. The act was so brutal that his father Doug had to grab a medic bag from his Jeep and perform first aid on the victim. At this time, the three unidentified males cross the street and leave the scene before police arrive. Several minutes later, the police arrive while Doug is still holding him down and performing first aid. The responding officer gets out of his vehicle and activates his body camera. Despite the beeps being audibly heard in the original video, the Pueblo PD claims there is no body cam footage associated with this report. Further, at the school, the SRO stated that it was the end of his shift, and so there is no body camera footage available from the school as well. The school itself also claims there is no surveillance video available of the original incident. And despite multiple 911 calls saying things like, "they used a lot of force," another RP stating 2 men are holding down a kid and hitting him. Suspects arrived in an orange Jeep. 2 males are restraining him, another is kicking and hitting him. She would like officers to know that the dad should not have tracked this kid and beat him up, and she saw the whole situation. It included her name and phone number. However, the officers, who also noted in the police report that he had blood on his lip and head and several bumps on his head, would like you to believe that they interviewed Doug, believed it was a citizen's arrest, and that Doug told them he must have scraped his head during the fall in the arrest. In fact, while the report itself notes the injuries, the narrative only says that an SRO was working when he was notified about a transient male trespassing on school property. It was learned that the male was asked to leave the property and that the male became irate and punched a teacher. The male was later found at a local store, and a citizen conducted a citizen's arrest and held the male for officers. The male was cited for battery and released, and, quote, nothing further. The owner of the store was so concerned that he reached out to Pueblo Police and informed them that he had video of the entire incident. Sergeant Martinez informed Javier Baca, who reluctantly sent an email to the owner asking if he could provide video so that it could be attached to the report. The owner responded, thanked him for reaching out, said he really appreciated the opportunity, and gave him 4 viewable YouTube links, and also said if you need higher res, I can get them onto a jump drive for you. However, Officer Javier Baca never responded to the email, and it wasn't until I started investigating this, uploaded the video to my own YouTube as an unlisted link, and somebody I must have shared it with during that investigation leaked the video and it went viral. When the news asked Pueblo Police for comment at the time, they advised they had reopened the investigation in light of the quote, new video. After I leaked the emails that revealed that the police had known about this video footage at least 5 days after the incident and had in fact requested it but ignored it after it was sent, 9 News reached out to Pueblo PD for comment, who then put out a ridiculous statement saying, quote, the investigating officer was not able to view or download the content and no further follow-up was conducted. This is an outright lie. The 4 YouTube links in the email worked perfectly fine. However, on the day that the new investigator looked at the YouTube links, one of the YouTube links did not work. That was because my viral video had been flagged for violence on YouTube. At the same time, his first YouTube link in that email was a duplicate of the one that I uploaded. As such, YouTube had flagged it for violence as well. YouTube had neither of these videos flagged until April 8th of 2023. In between September and those dates, the YouTube links in those emails worked correctly and fine. The police were also running some PR in here saying that the Pueblo Police Department has received calls concerning a quote off-duty Pueblo police officer being involved in the assault, and that the information is not correct and at no time were any Pueblo police officers involved with the crime being investigated. Except, of course, the arriving officer who activated his body camera, yet there's no body camera footage associated with the report. The SRO who determined it was a citizen's arrest, asked for video, received it, and then supposedly had technical difficulties and couldn't view a YouTube link, but yet never responded to the email saying, hey, these links don't work. What about that jump drive you offered? They weren't involved in this incident. And to be clear, Doug Cullison is not an off-duty Pueblo police officer. He is a volunteer medic for the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office. It should also be noted that he was awarded the 2022 Non-Uniform Member of the Year Award for Pueblo County Sheriff's Office at the same ceremony where Charles McWhorter received a Purple Heart Award for injuries that he sustained while killing a suspect. Pueblo County Sheriff's Office emphasized to KRDO that it was not for the actions this day, and that it was, quote, focused on his performance as a SWAT medic and resource pool member, even though a document that 9 News obtained cites outside off-duty activities such as teaching at the Pueblo Law Enforcement Academy as a CPR and firearms instructor. Pueblo really is home of the heroes. So many heroes. As of the date of this video, Doug and Nate Cullison have not been arrested or charged for these crimes. Instead, the Pueblo Police Department has posted to their Facebook page seeking information about the unidentified individuals. Teresa Cullison, the teacher who allegedly was punched, posted this to Instagram the very next day. Her face is visible in the reflection and she is standing up, not in a hospital. This is her a week later. No visible injuries to her face while she's having fun with family and friends. She has since set her account to private. Her husband Doug Cullison has since deleted his LinkedIn. Nate Cullison, who initially sent me messages bragging about the retaliation, has since unsent all messages and deleted his Facebook profile, and Officer Javier Baca has also disabled his Facebook profile and is only using Facebook Messenger. If this does not convince you that the Pueblo Police Department was involved in the cover-up of their friend in blue, Douglas Cullison, a Pueblo County Sheriff, volunteer, SWAT medic, and resource pool member, I don't know what will. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Have a great day.